Okay, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. We're gonna try to continue with Cadwell's Gold first. Let's get this done. And see. Writing speed, I don't need that. I thought surely I had something I can use for experience. No? Okay, there we go. So, we need to collect Strasnock's head. Is there a goblin or... What is this? Oh, it's the lighthouse.
Aha! More knuckleballs for my necklace!
Not today, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know, that sounded a bit louder than usual, but...
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose... So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you.
Okay, I could meet with the Duke.
Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
Okay, I'll speak to the Duke. Go to the Evermore Keep.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word. Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
I thought Duke Renchant was in charge.
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
So what is she concerned about?
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
What do you want me to investigate?
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks.
All right.
I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of Saint Pelin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask too many questions. Oh, you. I've seen this guy a number of times before. When I was coming through here about a year and a half ago to do some farming.
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains.
So why do they put you in the stocks?
For speaking the truth. Nothing more. The Imperial army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bangkorai. And mark my words, they will come here next.
So how do you know this?
Because I have just come from Hollandstand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up.
Why would they lock you up for that?
They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
When the truth is silenced, it is the people who are shackled.
Please, at least...
The people eye the north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches.
How are you speaking to me?
With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be.
Are you trying to tell me something?
No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
Who are you?
I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
Well?
Okay, the defenses of the South Gate are far from impressive, but they are as well organized as might be expected. They are, however, a few suspicious-looking crates. The crates appear to be stocked with fresh supplies, weapons, and armor. The crates are stamped as cargo from a ship called the Bjoulsae Queen? Bjoulsae Queen? The Bjoulsae Queen? I'll have to report this to the Queen.
No trinkets, but the box has not been opened. The great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled.
Do you know something about this?
I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you.
Okay, out with him then.
I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them.
You don't think the city can defend itself?
With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who.
Do you think the Duke is doing a good job?
Wrenchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild.
So he refused an offer to help defend the city.
Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles.
How did you get in here?
One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows.
Stop talking in riddles. So what hides in the shadows?
The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
What secrets?
A secret hole is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
Okay. Something weird is going on here.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life for Evermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt.
Okay, I'm sorry for your losses.
Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
Your handmaiden asked that I report here.
Oh, of course. Glerica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state.
So you don't want to know what I found then?
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke.
Okay, that's strange.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again, investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
Okay. Something strange. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't understand why she wouldn't want to know what's going on. I won't be surprised if it's, if her form has been taken by shapeshifters. We've seen that before.
Did you hear that someone actually escaped from the Lightless Oubliette?
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name?
You know my name.
As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city?
Yes, and I learned some things the Queen wanted me to report.
Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered.
First, the captain turned down an offer from the Fighters Guild.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it.
Okay, and the guards put a refugee in the stocks for talking about the Imperials.
I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense.
There are crates of weapons and supplies at the East Gate.
So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though.
They were labeled Bjoulsae Queen.
Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits.
This smells wrong. It smells like there's a secret plot to undermine the security of the city. That's all I have to report then.
Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters.
Are you worried that people will question your plan?
I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
Well, I can't help the city unless you tell me what you're planning.
All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they're going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that.
What's your alternative?
Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy.
You think you can trust the Imperials?
We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm.
There's proof on that ship, though, isn't there?
As I said before, the Bjoulsae Queen is off limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
Okay, so he's basically selling out the city. No. That's not what I was trying to do.
I'm rather busy right now.
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boat, funny business. I want to see what's in the hold, too.
Do you have a key?
Crows on the ship with a cruise on the shore. South by the city wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
Okay. Alright, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.